Hey, you, listen up. I got a lot to tell you and not much time, so I gotta keep it snappy. I need your ears and eyes. So Myanmar is a country in Southeast Asia bordered by India, China, Laos, Thailand, and the Bay of Bengal, and has 54 million people. It is a tropical country with around 16,000 indigenous plants. Holy cow! It's the home of many super unique animal species like the endangered Irrawaddy dolphin and the ever-iconic Burmese python, which is about 15 feet long. That's about 2.5 Pastor Spoon dogs. A scary sight, indeed. There are lots of fruits and veggies that grow there, like mangoes, durians, jackfruit, bananas, papayas, pineapples, corns, pulses, peas, onions, groundnuts, and rice, which is a staple of their diet, which includes a lot of curries, veggies, fish, beef, pork, and chicken. Think of it as a blend between Chinese, Indian, and Thai, but also its own. Myanmar is home to about 135 ethnic groups, including the Bamar, Shan, Karen, and Chin, whom many of our congregation are part of. Traditionally, the Chin people are known for their agricultural practices, unique facial tattoos, rich oral tradition of songs and folklore, and their strong connection to Christianity, which most of them converted to after the missionary efforts of Arthur and Laura Carson. A lot of their architecture is a mix between ancient and colonial. See examples here, 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 and here. Myanmar was first inhabited by the Pyo, who established city-states around the time that Jesus was around. They were followed by the Mon, who founded the first kingdoms in the south, adopted Buddhism, and began trading with India. They are still a major ethnic group in Myanmar today. After them followed the Pagan kingdom, which began in the 600s but really became a force 400 years later under King Anarata, who united the tribes under one centralized rule and spread Theravada Buddhism, the oldest surviving form of Buddhism. He also ordered the construction of many temples, many of which still stand today in Bagan. In the 1800s, there was a series of Anglo-Burmese wars that brought significant upheaval. Myanmar fell under British rule in 1885, which brought great things like Western education and infrastructure, but led to terrible things like economic exploitation and social unrest. They divided Myanmar into provinces, which disrupted the local government and inflamed the already present ethnic group divisions. However, after World War II, in 1948, Britain granted Myanmar independence after negotiations with them. The nation of Burma was officially born. However, the joy was short-lived. The various ethnic groups continued their conflicts, seeking autonomy from one another, amongst the rising tide of communist movements. In 1962, General Ne Win led a military insurrection that began a socialist regime that lasted until 1988. This period was marked by economic decline and major human rights abuses. Following in 1988, the Burmese citizens, students, and activists began engaging in pro-democracy protests, which were met by brutal repression, including martial law and widespread violence, killing thousands. The military officially changed the country's name to Myanmar. A woman named Aung San Suu Kyi was elected to stand against them. Unfortunately, she was quickly put under house arrest for 15 of the next 21 years. This began a national movement for change. In 2010, she was freed, and in 2015, her party was elected in another landslide victory. Today, Myanmar stands as a beautiful and diverse nation entrenched in a civil war. In 2021, the military staged another insurrection where they captured and detained key political leaders such as, once again, Aung San Suu Kyi, on the basis of alleged election fraud. Since then, Myanmar has been entrenched in a violent civil war where Christians are being persecuted and murdered by the government and non-state actors. According to the 2020 Religious Freedom Report, Myanmar is among the top 20 most dangerous for Christians. Today, these conflicts remain unresolved.